White medium star blue book English, characters. The old man I met on the street turned out to be the billionaire father I never knew. The soft autumn sunlight settled gently over the park, where golden ginkgo leaves drifted down with every passing breeze. As always, Harin sat on the left side of the old bench, her laptop open as she edited another freelance manuscript. It was the quietest, poorest, yet most peaceful time of her day. But today felt different. A strange presence brushed behind her, subtle, yet clearly there. As if someone had been watching her for a long, long time. "Miss, would you mind if an old man sits here with you?" A careful, wavering voice. Harin lifted her head to see an elderly man in a worn navy jacket. His back slightly bent. Deep wrinkles carved around his eyes, and thin veins rose along his weathered hands. Yet his gaze carried a warmth that felt inexplicably familiar. "Yes, please sit. It's cold. You shouldn't stand." The old man bowed deeply before taking the seat. "Thank you kindly. Young folks these days are always so busy. Sitting here like this, it makes life feel a bit easier." The words "makes life feel easier" caught in Harin's mind. He rummaged through a crinkled plastic bag and pulled out a half-eaten piece of dry bread. His hands trembled, whether from hunger, cold, or something heavier. She could not tell. After watching quietly for a moment, Harin offered him a paper cup. "It's warm coffee. Please have some." "Oh my. Is it all right for me to accept something like this?" "It's fine. People helped me a lot when I was struggling." The man took a small sip. In that tiny moment, a gentle peace softened his worn expression. Their conversation flowed comfortably, strangely natural, as if they had known each other long ago. He introduced himself as Harin. It was a name she had never heard, yet something inside her stirred faintly. Unfamiliar, yet oddly resonant. "You come here often, miss?" "Yes, I can't focus at home." "The air here is nice." "Yes, very nice. I used to come here when I was young." His fingertips brushed along the bench as if feeling the dust of forgotten years. As the sunset deepened, his voice trembled suddenly. "Miss, the world is more dangerous than you think. Please, always be careful." It wasn't just advice. Something in his tone chilled her. That night, walking home through a narrow alley, a harsh voice stopped her steps. "Hey! Come here." Two men in black hoodies blocked the path. A faint glint of a blade flashed in their hands. "Give us your bag. Don't make trouble." Harin backed away, but the alley was too narrow. Her breath tightened. And then someone leapt out of the darkness. Thud. Crash. In an instant, the attackers were on the ground. Bleeding from his shoulder, the old man spread his arms protectively in front of her. "Stay back. You will not touch this child." It was a voice that didn't belong to a frail old man. The attackers, startled and terrified, quickly fled. "Sir, are you okay?" "Me? I'm fine. Haha. When I was younger. This was nothing." But his face was pale, and his fingers shook. Still, he asked first. "Are you hurt, child?" Harin couldn't answer. This man was not a wandering poor elder. He carried weight, shadows, and a sense of responsibility she could not explain. The next day, she ran back to the park, worried sick. But the bench was empty. Only a small piece of paper lay there. "Thank you. Anne. I'm sorry." The handwriting trembled with hesitation. Then, a black SUV screeched to a stop in front of her. Two men in sharp suits stepped out. "Are you Miss Harin?" "Yes. We're here to escort you." "Escort me? Who?" The man lowered his head. "Chairman Harin. Your father." Her heart dropped. "Chairman? Father?" The old man from yesterday. The warm gaze. The trembling hands. The man who shielded her with his own body. That man was my father? The paper shook in her grasp. Thank you. Anne. I'm sorry. And suddenly, the meaning of that apology became unbearably heavy. White Medium Star Episode 2, English Full Characters. Billionaire's hidden daughter revealed, lies. Danger, and a corporate war begin. The inside of the SUV felt like another world. A faint scent of leather, the quiet hum of the engine. And the city lights streaking past the windows. Harin sat frozen, her mind refusing to catch up to reality. Excuse me, where are we going? She finally asked. The man in the passenger seat responded politely. Chairman Kang Do-hyun is waiting for you. Chairman. Kang Do-hyun. Father. The words crashed against each other inside her head. How could the frail old man from the park, the man with trembling hands and an old navy jacket, be a multi-billionaire? The SUV climbed up a hill on the outskirts of the city and stopped in front of massive iron gates. Multiple layers of security scanned the vehicle before the gates finally opened. And then Harin saw it. An enormous estate. A sprawling garden with a fountain. Long pathways, European stone buildings. And dozens of staff moving about. She stopped breathing for a moment. This place is the chairman's private residence, the man replied. They guided her through long hallways lined with ancient paintings and priceless antiques. Then, the quiet living room. On the sofa sat the old man from yesterday. But he was completely different. The shabby jacket was gone, replaced by a custom-tailored suit. His once bent posture was straight. His eyes still carried warmth. But now there was an unmistakable authority behind them. You're here. Harin, he said softly. She froze. Are you really my father? The old man nodded and slowly stood up. His knees trembled, but he walked toward her one step at a time. Yes. I'm sorry. And thank you. Harin's voice cracked. Why didn't you tell me? Why, did you leave me? He stopped in front of her, then pulled a small photograph from inside his suit. A young woman smiling brightly, Harin's mother. Your mother? She asked me, he said quietly. She said you would be in danger. Danger? There were always enemies around me. People who wanted everything I owned. Your mother wanted to protect you from that world. His voice shook. So, to keep you safe. I watched from afar. Suddenly Harin remembered the night in the alley. The old man throwing himself between her and the attackers. The trembling hands, the desperate strength. Is that why you followed me? Why you came to the park every day? He lowered his head. I wanted to see you grow. Even from a distance. And that night, when you were in danger, I couldn't just stand by. Tears welled in Harin's eyes. He wasn't just a strange old man. He had been protecting her all along. But before she could speak, the door burst open. A sharp-eyed woman in an elegant suit walked in. She looked Harin up and down with a cold expression. So this is the girl, Chairman? The old man instinctively stepped in front of Harin. Yunseo, watch your words. Yunseo. Assistant? Family? She glared. Chairman, the company is at war. Hostile takeover attempts continue. If word spreads that she has appeared. Enough, the chairman snapped. Yunseo bit her lip but said no more. Harin felt uneasy. Am I putting everyone in danger? No. He answered firmly. From now on, I'll protect you. But outside, shadows moved among the trees. Security guards whispered sharply. And Yunseo's expression was tense. This mansion wasn't a safe haven. It was the center of a battlefield. Harin, her father said. From today on, This is your home. The moment he spoke, a crash rang out. Shattered glass. A guard ran in. Chairman. We found a listening device disguised as a delivery package. Yuncio clenched her teeth. See, Chairman? Someone has already discovered your most vulnerable weak point. Her eyes shifted toward Harin. The chairman grabbed Harin's hand. Don't worry. I will never leave you alone again. But then... Chairman. Another guard shouted. 2 armed vehicles are approaching the mansion. Only then did Harin understand. She hadn't simply become the daughter of a wealthy man. She had stepped into the middle of a war. United States English, Character Full Episode 3. The alarm blared outside the mansion. Guards rushed around, shouting into their radios. Outer CCTV disabled. Someone jammed the signals. 2 armed vehicles approaching the north gate. 200 meters out. Harin clutched her father's coat instinctively, panic gripping her chest. Dad, what is happening? Chairman Do-hyun held her hand firmly and hurried deeper into the mansion. First, we need to get to the safe room. But... Harin. His voice was low and commanding, carrying both fear and a heavy sense of responsibility. Now is not the time for explanations. Once inside the safe room, a heavy steel door descended. Thick soundproof walls, hidden monitors, and a row of safes secured by codes lined the room. Harin panted. Why are people attacking you? Do-hyun gazed at the monitors and slowly closed his eyes. I think it's time you know the truth. He pulled out an old file from a safe, an envelope marked in gold. Inheritance successor number 01, Han Harin. Harin froze, staring at the words. What does this mean? You are my sole legal heir. And the inheritance your mother left behind is also yours. Mom. What kind of? A security officer rushed in, urgency in his voice. Chairman. One of the 2 vehicles is trying to force through the entrance. Harin's heart nearly stopped. Why am I a target? I've lived normally. Just with my mother. That's exactly why your mother hid you. Why did she need to hide me? Do-hyun pulled out a document from the envelope. 31% shares, transferred to Han Harin. You hold 31% of our group's shares. Which makes you the first person to be targeted. Harin's breath caught. She didn't fully understand the percentage, but she knew it carried deadly power. And the person targeting you is... At that very moment, a loud explosion shook the mansion. The monitor screens wobbled, dust falling from the ceiling. Chairman. Part of the outer wall has been breached. Harin nearly screamed. Fear surged alongside overwhelming emotion. Who is doing this? Do-hyun's eyes were cold yet filled with sorrow. Harin. That person is someone you must never meet. Who? A moment of silence. Then, a low, trembling voice. The Jinseo group. Before Do-hyun could finish, men in black gloves appeared on the safe room monitors. The same ones who had blown through the outer wall. Harin's hands trembled. Dad, we're not going to die, right? Do-hyun covered her hand with his. No. I came this far to protect you. He pressed a panel on the safe room wall. A hidden passage opened. Harin, come with me. At that moment, his secretary Yuncio ran in, breathless. Chairman. The defensive line won't hold much longer. External support will arrive. In just 5 minutes. Harin looked at Yuncio. Her eyes reflected the struggle she had endured to protect Do-hyun. Harin. Yuncio continued, this attack is only a test. A test. Jinseo is not yet fully convinced that you are the heir. This is merely probing the surface. Harin shivered. So, the real attack? Yuncio nodded. It hasn't even started. Outside, explosions and gunfire continued. Harin feared more for survival than for the truth of her inheritance. Do-hyun placed his hand on her shoulder. Harin, focus. You are the last hope your mother protected. The words carried a hidden secret beyond imagination. The battle for the hidden inheritance had only just begun. United States Episode 4 English. EP4 The Enemy Revealed. Jinsu Group, the Shadow Empire hunting the lost heiress. The hidden passage was dark and narrow. Following her father, Harin felt her legs begin to weaken. Dad, what is the Jinsu Group? Why are they trying to kill us? Do-hyun's steps stopped for a moment. A silence, like he needed to steady his breath. They're the ones who drove your mother to her death. Harin froze. What? Your mother left me one last message. Hide Harin. From Jinsu. The words pierced into Harin's chest like ice. Yunseo added quietly from behind. Jinsu Group isn't just Chairman Kang's rival company. They're one of the top 3 conglomerates in South Korea. But they didn't build that empire in a normal way. Not normal. It's more accurate to call them a shadow organization. They control politics, the courts, the media, finance. All from behind the curtain. Yunseo continued. If Harin inherits everything, their entire structure collapses. So, that's why they wanted her dead. Do-hyun began walking again. Your mother rejected the man who was the son of Jinsu's chairman. Instead, she fell in love with me. Harin's eyes widened. To them, her rejection was a humiliation. So your mother spent her life running. Then, Yes. To them, your existence is proof of betrayal. Something to erase. Just then, a thunderous noise came from above the tunnel. Boom. Dirt fell from the ceiling. Dust filled the air. Chairman. The west wall collapsed. 5 intruders have entered the structure. Harin swallowed her scream. Dad, where are we going? 200 meters left to the underground shelter. We'll be safer there. But before he could finish, a flashbang detonated at the end of the passage. Whoosh! Harin's vision went white. Her ears rang sharply. 3 masked men appeared like shadows. Target confirmed. Priority, secure the girl. Harin froze. Then, someone shoved her from behind. Harin, down. It was Do-hyun. Gunshots exploded. Bang. 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 Yunseo threw herself forward to shield Harin. Chairman. Get back. But it was too late. Blood sprayed from Do-hyun's shoulder. Dad. Harin screamed. But Do-hyun didn't fall. Instead, he rammed into the masked attacker with full force. Harin. Run. His voice was a desperate command. Security forces rushed in, exchanging fire. Smoke and dust filled the tunnel. Yunseo grabbed Harin, dragging her backward. Harin. Move. The chairman won't die so easily. Harin sobbed. I can't leave him. It's his order. At that moment, Do-hyun shouted with everything he had left. Harin. You must live. His voice. The last echo of all the love he had ever held. And then an explosion swallowed the tunnel. KWRRSH. Flames devoured everything. In that moment, Harin knew. This war could no longer be avoided. United States Episode 5 English. EP5 The Father's Hidden Past Revealed. Harin faces the war he left behind. When Harin opened her eyes, she found herself inside a small infirmary hidden deep within the underground bunker. Her heart pounded wildly, the echo of gunfire and chaos still ringing faintly in her ears. Dad. Dad. She gasped. Yunseo, who sat beside her with a bandage wrapped around her arm, spoke calmly despite her own injuries. The chairman. He's alive. Harin's breath trembled. Alive. That one word kept her from collapsing. But the wounds are severe, Yuncio continued. He's in emergency surgery right now. Relief washed over Harin, but it was quickly replaced by dread. Then Yuncio lowered her voice. Harin, there is something you must know now. She powered on the bunker's wall monitor. Old documents, faded photographs, and several encrypted video files appeared. What is all this? Harin whispered. These are the chairman's records. The ones he intended to leave for his daughter. With a click, Yuncio played the first video. A much younger Do-hyun appeared on screen, cold, sharp, and unrecognizable from the warm, gentle old man Harin knew. Harin, he began. If you are watching this, it means the time has come for you to know everything. His voice was steady, iron-bound. I was once a member of the Jinsu Group's Shadow Council. Harin froze. In that place, I learned everything. Power. Wealth. Manipulation. Control. His eyes in the recording were chilling, carved from ice. And then, I met your mother. His expression softened, flooded with warmth, sorrow, and regret. She made me human again. Tears welled in Harin's eyes. But the Jinsu chairman would not allow me to leave the shadows. And he drove your mother to her death. The moment the words left his lips, Harin's world shattered. Yuncio bowed her head. From that day on, the chairman has been fighting Jinsu in secret. The next video began. Harin, you are everything to me. And you are the one Jinsu fears most. The moment you return, the entire game ends. When the video ended, Harin's hands trembled violently. What am I supposed to do now? She whispered. Yuncio inhaled deeply. Harin, now you must choose. Will you run? Or will you continue your father's war? A fire ignited in Harin's eyes. The war. I'll end it. At that moment, the infirmary door opened and a medic rushed in. Hanin Harin. The chairman has awakened. Her heart thundered. Dad. Through the open door, Do-hyun lay with an oxygen mask, eyelids fluttering open. He saw her, and smiled faintly. I held on. Just to see you. Harin gripped his hand tightly. Dad. I'll take care of everything now. Suddenly, the bunker alarm screamed. Warning. Intrusion detected. Jinsu Group's elite strike team has reached the outer perimeter. Harin's expression hardened. Fear melted away, replaced by resolve. Dad. This war. I'll finish it. Do-hyun nodded weakly. Yes, because you're my daughter. The bunker lights flashed red. Harin rose to her feet. And she said, Get ready. From now on, this is my story.